Hard to believe that next week is Thanksgiving, especially the weather. It's not really feeling like you're going to go over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house, you know?
Not just yet. No, it's definitely been a little bit warm outside, but not terribly above normal. We have been in the 60s and 70s, and today we're already there. We're already seeing the upper 60s, but it is gorgeous outside. We do have lots of sunshine, yes. So if you are doing any traveling over the next few days, you're going to be just fine doing any of those chores before the holidays, getting all the stuff that you need. The weather doesn't look bad by any means for doing any of that. So now let's go to Links 1 and just kind of show you the big picture. And again, there's not a whole lot going on anywhere around us, that's for sure. In fact, our next storm, it's way out there in the Pacific. It's been a while since we've actually had a decent rain around here. So it's been over a couple of weeks now in Oklahoma City since we've at least had about 1/4 of an inch of rain. But obviously northwest Oklahoma and the Panhandle, it's been a couple months about. So for Oklahoma City, we haven't had any rain so far this month for November. So we are running almost an inch below normal. But when looking at the entire year so far, we're really not doing all too bad because July was really good for us. We had almost 5 inches of rain. So we're actually a little bit above normal for the year. But as we get into the drier seasons, obviously, that's pretty normal. So this is our National Cowboy Museum camera, part of our Lucky Star Sky Cam network, mostly sunny and warm. We're at 68 degrees. We do have that wind coming in out of the south today at about 8 miles an hour. Temperatures in the low to mid 60s out to the west. We did start with some patchy fog earlier this morning out there, but mid and upper 60s across the east, but kind of a mix of upper 60s and low 70s in central Oklahoma with that south wind between about 10 to 15. We're still seeing some isolated wind gusts as high as around 20 or so just to the north and off to the west. So it will be a little bit more breezy in parts of western Oklahoma later this afternoon. So again, we're focusing on what is really taking place out in the Pacific. That's going to be our next really big, nice rainmaker. So that's going to be the next storm that we're going to pay very close attention to. You can see the spin out there. It's going to spin there for the next several hours before eventually making landfall. But that is our next storm. But until that actually gets here, it's going to be pretty dry, and it's also going to be fairly warm. Temperatures are going to be back in the 60s and 70s again tomorrow. We do have a cold front on the way, but right now the timing of that looks to be late tomorrow night and early Friday morning. So out ahead of it, still warm, and it's actually going to be more windy. In fact, blustery across western Oklahoma with gusts about 35 to 40 miles an hour. Behind it, it will be cooling down. So for Friday afternoon, temperatures dropping down into the upper 50s and low 60s. And then finally, here comes the next storm. Now, Saturday looks dry. So if you have any weekend plans, Saturday is going to be your day. I think we should still at least get into the low to mid 60s. But by Sunday, the next storm moves in. We are expecting rain showers and possibly a few thunderstorms. And it's going to kind of hang around for the day after that. So Monday still looks pretty wet, but by the time we get into Tuesday, most of the rain's out of here, at least by the afternoon, and it's going to be more chilly. So temperatures dropping down into the 40s for highs, and we slowly start to recover after that. It doesn't look warm, but it does look cool. So by the time we get into Thanksgiving Day, it looks dry and it looks pretty average for this time of year. So today, looking for a high of about 70 degrees in Oklahoma City, some upper 60s across the south and west, and upper 60s to low 70s across the north and east. Overnight tonight, we're going to have a few clouds hang around. Temperatures drop down into the low 40s in Oklahoma City, the upper 40s and low 50s across the south and east. Tomorrow afternoon, 68 though in Oklahoma City, a south wind between 15 to 25, 69 in Alva, 70 in Woodward, 69 in Clinton. There's your south wind between 25 to 35 across western Oklahoma, but eventually the cold front comes in. So tomorrow evening and into tomorrow night, there is a slight chance we do get some very light rain or sprinkles. It's certainly not going to amount to a whole lot, but by the time we get into Friday afternoon, we're definitely going to be dry. Also that north wind between 15 to 25. So we're looking at low 60s. It's going to feel a lot cooler than that probably, but by the time we get into Saturday, 60s return, mid 60s, but rain and storms move back in for Sunday and into Monday. Lisa, back to you.